In my distress, I called out, and he answered. Jonah 2:2. That's his dark night of the soul. So what is the dark night of the soul? It's not a punishment or the consequence of a faulty soul, but it's an experience initiated by Source to bring us to a greater sense of spiritual maturity. Dark night of the soul. Wikipedia says it's a phase of passive purification. Passive purification, though. In the mystical, side note, spiritual development of the individual soul. According to the 16th century Spanish mystic, Catholic poet, Saint John of the Cross, he describes it in his treatise Dark Night, conceptualized commentary on his poem. But in modern times, it's become a popular phrase to describe a crisis of faith or a different painful period in one's life. What is the dark night of the soul's purpose, you may ask? And before we get into that, first I'd like to say welcome to What's the Frequency, a Aveo. It's galactic for in service. I use Aveo as a greeting and a salutation. So welcome to What's the Frequency. I am Sarah Sigma. I am a mystical rebel, here to bring you all things that vibe, which is everything in existence. So to begin these videos, I would like to start with powerful I am statements, and you can repeat after me. Use your name, of course, apply it to you. I am Sarah. I am all that is. I am perfect. I am abundance. No one is better than I am. I am always chosen. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. No one can bring forth magic like I can. I am always on my highest timeline. Thank you for meeting me here. From there, I am doing the best work for the collective as well as myself. I am immobile until I choose. So it is. Claim it. Make it yours. Now, let's get back into what's going on with the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is a term used to describe a difficult period in life when a person's sense of meaning and purpose collapse. It can be triggered by an external event, such as the passing away of a loved one or a chronic illness. The purpose is to transform a person spiritually. It can be a time of pain and hardship, but it is also a normal part of life. It is not caused by anything a person does. Now, some say that God takes us through dark nights of the soul to wean us from whatever pleasures, to bring us closer to her, him, they, them, source. Some physical symptoms of the dark night of the soul include fatigue, sleep disturbances, vivid or unsettling dreams, unexplained aches or pains, headaches, restlessness, emotional outbursts for no apparent reason, And the list can go on. I'm sure that if you've went through a dark night of the soul, you've had these symptoms and maybe some more. If you have experienced a symptom that has not been listed, please go ahead and drop that in the comments below. That way, the other people in the collective, even though they may not hear me list it, they can see that they're not alone. We are not alone. If we feel it, if we think it, if we conceive of it, someone else out there is ready to receive it, or we would not be thinking it. So please do not hold back. Share. It does ensure that we build the community, and this is a safe place. So let's build our trust and get to know each other. Now, it's important to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding during this critical time. Recognize that those symptoms are all part of a transformative process. Side note, if you don't feel a strong spiritual aspect to your current condition, you may be suffering from depression. Make sure to consult anyone in the medical industry for any health-related themes, as I am simply someone who is sharing information and my personal experiences. I am no medical professional, therefore, I do say, please see who you need to see when you deem it necessary to see them. This brings us to the dark night of the soul's stages. The dark night is a period of purification that can be marked by confusion, helplessness, and a sense of withdrawal from God. It can be a time where you feel lost and question everything. And it can also lead to new insights and a renewed sense of self. Days. Now, with stage 4 being the emergence and coming out of that dark night with a renewed sense of self and purpose, brings us to some saying that it's an initiation that takes you from one phase of life into another. You may experience multiple dark nights of the soul throughout your life. Expect it. And understand the level of mindfulness mastery you must be in if you have not experienced a dark night of the soul. For these are lessons that our soul must learn, and if you're not experiencing any, there's two options here. You've mastered it, or you're an NPC. A non-player character. How do you know if you're an NPC? Simple. Close your eyes. Are they closed? Picture a pink ball with green flowers bouncing down the road. Can you see a pink ball with green flowers bouncing down the road? If so, your soul is intact, honey. You are here for a purpose. You signed up for this. We are all chosen. Don't let the linguistics fool you. Chosen does not mean better than or more than. Chosen simply means I chose to be here at this period. And we all did if we're here. There's lots and lots of consciousness wanting to be on this planet. And you're here. I'm here. How blessed are we? How abundant are we with that? So the Dark Knight's navigational tips. And yes, I'm reading through notes. I actually write out everything by hand. I am not afraid to share. With these things, I take my notes off of different, different medias, different information. I go inside, I listen to myself. I make sure it resonates with what Spirit is telling me. I take notes from Spirit. I add everything together. Therefore, I'm reporting to the collective a collection of information and wisdom from the spiritual collective that I have collected and gathered together and sauce it up, season it up in a Sigma way and serve it to you. Or hopefully you will feel inclined to share it with someone else because you resonate. And even if you don't resonate, maybe they will. So the Dark Knight's navigational tips. Get enough rest, especially when you're not sleeping well. Kick your feet up, lay back, close your eyes for 5 minutes, get a cool rag, out in the car, close your eyes, lay your seat back if you have a few minute break. There's many ways that you can rest, however you rest. Binaural beats in your headphones, perfection. Want to talk about having your psychic abilities turned on without even trying. I listened to a medium yesterday, a psychic medium, a trance medium who channels, and she did nothing but listen to binaural beats 2 times a day, every day for a year. And after that first year, her spirit began speaking through her. She began channeling her higher self and others. So there's a tip. No, it may not be the fastest way, but it sure seems pretty simple to hit play and listen to some pretty awesome, uplifting, healing beats. I'm just saying. You also need to feed your body fuel. Eat good things. Move your body to release energy. Yoga or Qigong for slow and easy. Cardio and running for full on. And be present with below surface emotions. Those things that just ride right underneath the surface or waiting to pop off. Be mindful. Symptoms of a dark night of the soul. And yes, I have them written down. I will read them off here. Lack of energy. Feel more melancholy and sadness. Detached from daily life. You might feel like you're an imposter in your own life. Notice thoughts are intrusive or very present. You feel lost. Without a goal, you cannot project yourself into the future. You don't want to be your old self. You experience new physical sensations. Example, emotions feel more intense. You can feel the atmosphere of places you are. Many activities no longer satisfy you. Uncontrollable crying. But that's okay. Water is communication. And when we cry, that is stored up energy that needed to be released. Think of a pressure valve and what that's used for. Basically, when we cry, we're releasing our pressure valve. Loss of motivation. That was a big one. Loss of motivation. Loss of appetite or binge eating. And no significant other desire. Overcoming a dark night of the soul. Avoid social commitments. Put down your phone. Look within as much as possible. Be gentle, kind, and quiet with yourself. And don't be afraid to ask your friends and family members, loved ones, even co-workers, for grace during this time. Educate yourself on dark nights. Permit yourself to feel and experience what you are feeling and experiencing. After all, you did sign up for this experience, for the human experience in totality. Stay in touch with your loved ones. Surrender. Trust the process. This is not your first one, nor your first time. You've been here before. Your soul knows the way. Your plasma body, your energy body, your electromagnetic, there we go. Your fourth body, if we want to get into biology maybe. I don't think so. I think it's physics, or maybe even metaphysics. But the four bodies, the physical, mental, emotional, and electromagnetic. So scientifically, yes, fourth body, electromagnetic, that's our aura. Science does say, it claims that we have that fourth body. But they just seem to not want to push that information out there too much, because it would link in with, oh, that may be our spirit. Oh, this is real. Correct. To overcome a dark night also, accept your circumstances. Acknowledge what you're going through. Practice self-care. Seek support. Reflect. Connect with nature. Immerse yourself in nature and feel your emotions. Lay on the ground. Ground your entire body and let your tears flow into the earth. Feel Mama Gaia holding you because she cares. You're her child as well. Cry into her and then transmute those tears. Switch that pain. Release those tears into the ground, knowing that those tears are going to nourish whatever creatures or flora and fauna, the grass and flowers that are right there. Your tears can make it to the mycelium network, which is Earth's version of our Akashic or harmonic field, correct? Allow your tears to flow down there and transmute that energy that you just released into joy and understanding the abundance that is available to you. Also, express yourself creatively. Emotions trigger phenomenal creations. Think of the best songs you've heard and the best art you've seen. And, well, there was some sort of emotion to initiate that. Remember, emotions are energy in motion. As long as we keep those moving, everything stays fluid. So when an artist or a creator takes something painful and creates something beautiful with it, they then transmute that pain into purpose that benefits more than just themselves. We are in the age of Aquarius. Me and I am finding it really hard to exist as one entity in this age. Because I understand that we are all interconnected. I am a reflection of you, are a reflection of God. We are all pieces of the Creator to experience ourself with ourself and report back on what we have learned. So express yourself creatively. Not only is it so therapeutic, it is also a way that you can do what you love and possibly be supported for it. Ding, ding, ding. Always thinking of those ways to ditch that 9 to 5. That's my mentality. I'm unemployable. I must be my own boss. In that way, correct? So after you can express yourself creatively, move mindfully with intention. And part of the solitude is to meditate. Practice mindfulness. Focus on your inner light and breathe with it. Connect to deeper truth. You find wisdom and solutions. And encourage different practices. Silence, solitude, prayer, retreat. Try something you haven't before. The aftermath of a dark night. People often experience a renewed sense of purpose, self, and connection to life after a dark night of the soul. You may also come out with a different perspective of life, stronger resilience, and blessings and teachings. The analysis: are you experiencing a dark night of the soul now? Let me know. Let us know. Let the collective know. Let her know that she is not alone in what she's experiencing. Let him know that he is not crazy for knowing what he knows. Because once it is known, it cannot be unknown. Building our community. How many dark nights have you experienced so far? I've went through a few. This last one was the most intense. This is why this channel has been started for over a year, and I'm only on video 3. My bad. I'm on video 3, and I am still learning everything. I'm doing it all on my own. It's my wisdom, my truth, my research that I gather from the collective of teachers that I follow. I try to name drop 1 or 2 in each video. That way you can also learn who I learn from and maybe find an interest in what they have to teach as well. Because there is enough abundance for everyone. I am not gatekeeping here. I've been thinking of paywalls and how do I support myself financially in this space where everyone shuns mystics for accepting monetary energy exchanges in exchange for our offerings. I don't see where there should be a huge problem there. Energy is energy. It comes out in many forms. So I am thinking about maybe running a donation-based space. Then again, I have considered opening a school. Then again, I have been directed to open a real-life temple. I'm not going to go into too many details with that, but that is essentially what I am doing. I am gathering the community. I am offering a sacred, safe place, especially for women and children who are gifted, who want to help others, who might need some help themselves, who have no place to go. There's a calling. There is a need. We need a temple. In a parallel life, I am a Sister of the Rose. I'm not giving all technicals and all details, just a roundabout overview. And I am working with Mary Magdalene, the Magdalene. She actually has a message for you. She has a series of messages for you, actually. I have 4 or 5 right now. Videos of messaging. She wants to speak with you through me and possibly you. So let's not limit ourselves. Let's keep this space sacred. Let's use our integrity. Let's lift each other up. Let's build the community and our digital temple. And let's attract those in the collective that are seeking a space like we offer. I cannot wait to see each of you eye to eye, face to face. I cannot wait to give you the biggest sisterly hug. I can't wait to be your favorite crazy auntie. I am thrilled. It is in my highest excitement to accept your child into our gifted program, where it will be set up. You come too. You see it? Can you feel it? So it is. It is done. Now let's attract our people. Let's call in our tribe and make it so. The Temple of the Rose. It's probably not what it will be called, but just to give a general idea. Did you fight that dark night of the soul, or did you allow it? And how did that work for you? I would imagine trying to fight off a dark night of the soul would be about, well, I think you'd get about as much accomplished as you would out there trying to karate chop the wind. Because, honey, it's a force. And it will win. Because you will win. And that is why we experience it. So the dark night ends when you have made the inner transformations. This period of suffering will gradually intensify until it forces you to surrender to the lessons that you need to learn. It is considered a profound spiritual transformation when someone emerges from a period of deep spiritual doubt, suffering, and existential crisis with a renewed sense of self, a deeper connection to your higher purpose, and a more authentic understanding of reality, often accompanied by a feeling of peace and unity with the universe. Essentially, it is the unaliving of the old ego and the birth of a more awakened self. Remember, there is no set timeline or times to experience a dark night. It is a unique personal experience, Nothing worth having comes easy. Follow the light. And that brings us to the close of episode 3, Dark Night of the Soul. If you have resonated with anything that I've said, please consider hitting that subscribe bell and turning on all notifications. Share, comment, engage. Maybe just let it play in the background, as my voice is the transmission. Whether you pick up on the words or not, I carry a frequency. I am a threshold guardian in the harmonics. I haven't figured out exactly how to say all this yet. But I emit tones that resonate with our DNA. And it's my medicine that I share. So please accept and please share it along. Let's help as many as we can, simply by pushing a couple buttons. It's amazing what this digital universe can do. Keep an image of the temple in your mind. It will be in Florida. That is where I've been called. Stay weird. Stay wild. Mind your frequency. Until next time, sistars and bro stars. Aveo. Adaneaka Asana mi ti 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 ti